These are my 3 LEGO explainer engines. Each is designed to explain the functions of a different engine: a 4-stroke, a 2-stroke, and a diesel. But there's a few problems with them. For one, they're all separate. 2, they're all designed just a little bit differently from each other. And 3, they're all manually operated. These issues were made very clear this year at Bricksboro, where I had some of these fall over, get moved across tables, and lose their timing. So I set out to make the ultimate explainer engine display. So my plan is simple. Build all 3 engines into one connected base, motorize them, and make the engine designs cohesive. I'll start with the base. Like I did with every other engine display, this one needs to be built at a slight angle. This keeps the piston from falling out when it's moving. As far as motorization goes, I need it to be slow. Slow speeds will make it easier to watch the components work. I settled on using a Power Functions XL motor, which is already pretty slow, and then I used worm gears for the actual gear ratio, slowing it down even more. To connect the main drive to the crankshafts, I used some of these universal joints, which allow for power transmission at angles. The simplest engine of the 3 to build is the 2-stroke, so that's the first one to make. There's another cool feature I wanted to add, and that's these red lights to simulate combustion. To do this, I timed a small cam to the crankshaft. Because the 2-stroke has combustion once per revolution, the gearing is set 1-to-1. Next is the diesel. I wanted to improve the original design by adding a fuel pump into the equation, so I built this part with a cam and a lifter, mimicking the real mechanical diesel fuel pump. This one will also have a light, but instead of a 1-to-1 ratio, this one needs to be set 2-to-1. So I just added another 40-tooth gear and timed the light with the main timing chain. Of course, we're sticking with the original turbo design, using a chain drive to move the compressor. Now, the biggest difference on this one is probably the piston. If I'm being honest, I'm not really happy with the way the original piston looked, at least as far as the bowl is concerned. The bowl is basically a cutout inside the piston where the diesel fuel is swirled around, which helps with even mixture of fuel. To make a deeper and better looking bowl, I bought these new to me 3x3 macaroni curved slopes. They'll make a much larger hole in the center, with enough room for the center cone, which is a common feature to help mix even more. The only trade-off is the curved edge, which of course isn't found on any diesel pistons, but I think the benefits outweigh the downsides. Last engine, the 4-stroke. To keep the design cohesive, I'll stick with the dual overhead cam design like the diesel. The reason I chose this design over others is that it's the clearest one for a split model. It lets you easily see everything without any blockages or parts covering each other up. The light will be set up exactly the same as the diesel with a 40-tooth gear timed with the main timing chain. I also added this distributor, much like the original one. One last feature to make this the perfect display for shows, a button. To make it work, I use this Power Functions wireless remote with a return spring. This keeps the button from sticking in the on position. To finish everything off, I built a box around it and added a big red head to it. With that, everything is done. The good thing about this setup is if I ever wanted to add any other types of engines like a rotary engine or a diesel 2-stroke, it'd be really easy to incorporate them into this design. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out my Discord. Also, if you'd like to help support me and get a bunch of cool perks like getting your name in my videos and getting extra content, you might want to check out my channel memberships. You can join by either clicking the join button down below or clicking the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.